It's your boy Bobby B. So I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is the death of Tariq. Now, why am I saying that? Now, very unexpectedly, Power Book 2 Ghost is ending this year. Its final season is this year. It starts in June with the part 1 of that season, and then it continues in February with the part 2 of that season. Now, when it comes down to it, whenever it's the final season, anything goes. Anything can happen, and so you wonder who will survive and who can't survive. Personally, I said it before in a couple of other videos that it seems like Ghost was setting up for an ending. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the way things ended with all them turning on Tariq the way they did, it's like a reestablishment of the show. And I thought they would do what book 1 did in terms of reestablishing with new characters and new situations. But we've been in this Tahada saga with Tariq for a very long time, and Effie has been featured, as well as Braden and of course Davis and Tasha here and there. But with it being the final season, anybody can die, and usually that means someone's going to die possibly per episode. You never know. Now, when it comes down to it, even Tariq is up to die. And that's the reason why I'm saying, is this the death of Tariq? Now, I hope it's not. I hope it just spins off into another series about Tariq continuing his legacy, him and Braden and whomever else may survive and be with him, and he establishes his life as a man and goes on to become who he wants to be, because we've been seeing young Tariq for the longest, ever since book 1 and him being in his own show, which is book 2. And so it's like now the whole time he was in book 2, he's still trying to learn to be a man and trying to figure himself out, and he's putting the pieces together more and more every season. Last season, possibly the best development of Tariq's character and his hustle skills and everything in that nature. And now this season is going to push him into becoming an entirely different Tariq. Now, when it comes down to it, I did see some cage fighting, and I wondered, is our boy Tariq picking up on game? Is he starting to do some fighting? Does he have some stuff going on with him right now while in hiding from the Tahadas and Noma and Effie and all of them? Has he been picking up some stuff, and how much time has went by? For it to be the final season, I'm hoping personally it turns into a spinoff, or possibly more than one spinoff that continues with him, potentially with Kane, and him and Braden continue with their storyline while Kane goes off and does his own thing, possibly in a whole new location. That's just me. But when it comes down to it, I'm hoping our boy survives. But again, when it's the final season, the main character can die. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping this isn't the end of Tariq. I'm hoping this is not the end of his story. I hope that at the end of the day, he survives the entirety and goes on to either live a normal life or continue his life of hustling, becoming more and more and more as Ghost. What I want really though is for Ghost to show up somewhere in the season, perhaps help his son, team up with his son, save his son, and possibly bridge the gap between these two and end the story in a climax of something unexpected. But basically, when it comes down to it, we'll see how this play out. But that's what I'm saying. Could this mean the death of Tariq? Because when you got a final season, that means there's a big chance that the main character can die. But we'll see how this play out. I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy Bobby B. So I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And